Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So I thought today what we would do is take a look at what's happening with the Blue Jays this off season. If you haven't heard yet, Bo Bichette declined the qualifying offer from Toronto. He has actually been, if you didn't know, remember after him hitting that 3-run home run against Ohtani during the third inning of Game 7 of the World Series. Guys, that was just so exciting. And even though we didn't win the World Series, it's okay. I think the Jays played they had such an amazing season. And so Bichette's now 27. He could return to Toronto, but again, we have to compete with all of these other teams that may be interested in him. So that's basically what's happening with that. Tuesday was the deadline for players to decide whether or not to accept certain qualifying offers. Okay, so actually I wanted to take a quick look at the stock of the Blue Jays 2026 rotation, who we may be adding. In terms of the rotation, 2026 and maybe also like well beyond next year as well. Let's go down to, I think the Blue Jays have steady veterans. They said Kevin Gausman, Jose Barrios, as well as, of course, Savage and Shane Bieber, that we already kind of like I mentioned in the shorts that he will be returning to the Jays. Make sure you're checking out the shorts feed from time to time. I'm going to be putting up updates very often. And the underrated Eric Lawyer, definitely, I think it's a fine starting five kind of like lineup here. And if you take a look right here, Kevin Gausman will be a free agent after 2026. Same with Shane Bieber. Jose Barrios is also going to opt out after 2026. And Eric Lawyer is going to be a free agent after 2026. So this is where we are so far. Of course, for Barrios, is definitely, I think, the most interesting in terms of like, as a variable for like a decade. It says that they've known exactly who he is, right? He's a very hardworking like pitcher, and he does the same thing year after year, so it's like very predictable. But then he had like that right elbow inflammation as well, and that's actually one of the first times I think where like Barrios looked like he was actually like a mortal rather than him being kind of like invincible. He did bounce back after his 2022 season. And yeah, but we're basically taking a look here. Savage, of course, like he had such an amazing outing, I think, when we were playing like in the World Series as well. Alek Manoah, we said the same things about him, if you remember. But what's the point of any of this? It says if we won't allow ourselves to dream on the young, gifted ball players. Yeah, because, a lot of the players are very young, like you can see. Savage looks like the home ground ace for the Blue Jays, and that we have been chasing for like a while, I think. And he definitely showed us like, what he is made of. And he definitely helped us pull through during the World Series as well. All right, and so that's basically about it in terms of like, the Blue Jays news, but make sure you do stay. Make sure you come onto this channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe as well. And like there'll be a lot more updates about the Blue Jays and what's happening in the off season until the actual like spring training and the actual season starts next year. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Bye.